Hello guys, welcome back. So this is Soaring from CFFLP over here. So right now in front of here I'm having a robo.in package. So this is my robo.in package. So let's open it up. And inside that, after throwing away these papers, now I've just ordered one ESP32 series. Oh sorry, this is an ESP32 S3. It is a microcontroller moved by the expressive and the processor, like the microprocessor is over here, this one, the square like thing. So now let's just open it up and let's see, and let's make it onto our hand. Okay guys, so let's take it out. Okay guys, so it is very compact and it's very small, and it is having a USB-C port over here. So it is USB 3. It is so fast, and it is having many GPIO pins over here, and like this is the microprocessor by the by the expressive, and it's ESP32 S3. So now let's go on to the features of this mini board. So the main features are, the first one is Wi-Fi. It is having a Wi-Fi, and it supports like 20 megahertz to 40 megahertz bandwidth, and it is having 4 channels of virtual Wi-Fi interfaces, and also it is having Bluetooth. So it's LA Bluetooth, low powered 5 Bluetooth, and it's having a high power, and it speeds like 125 kbps, 500 kbps, 1 mbps, 2 mbps, and you can download a data sheet. I'll give a link in the description. And also the CPU is like like Centa dual core 32-bit LX7 microprocessor, and it can go up to 240 megahertz, and then it have like GPIO pins, like after 4 SPI pins, 1 LCD interface, then 1 DVP 8-bit 16-bit camera interface, 3 UART, 2 I2C, 2 I2S, 1 RMT, 1 pulse counter, LED PWM controller up to each channel, 1 full speed USB OTG, 1 USB serial, then MCB PAW, ST MMC host, then DMA controller, and it is having like about 45 GPIO programmable bins, and then it is having some analog interfaces like 2x2 SAR ADCs up to 20 channel, then having timers. Then it is low power managed, like it is having ultra low power, like about 5 volt to 3 volt is the working voltage. So we can just use a mobile charger like cable for powering it up, or transferring the data, or for flashing the code on it. Then it is having a secure boot, then 4GB, OTP, etc. So those are the specifications, and in this video I'll be showing you how to set up this small mini device, and also we will be coding 2 to 3 things. The first code that we'll be making is a bring.ino. So we will be using Arduino IDE, and I will also show you how to set up the Arduino IDE for our mini ESP32 S3. So let's dive on to our video, and let's go to our PC. Hello guys, so we are back in our PC. So the thing is that so in front of me our ESP32 S3 board is waiting for our coding process. So the next important thing that we're gonna do is to first of all so go to PC and open up the Google Chrome or the Edge. So any browser that you have, and open it up. And the next thing that we're gonna do is to type in Arduino IDE download. So we will be downloading our Arduino IDE, and we will be programming and setting up our entire microprocessing board in microcontroller board inside our Arduino IDE software. So over here, we go to software Arduino, and inside that, after finishing loading, here we are gonna download the latest version of Arduino IDE 2.3.2. And if you want Arduino 1.8.9, it is available in the legacy IDE 1.8.x, and you can just click over here if you want the older version. But currently I'm gonna click on to the latest version, that is a Windows 10 and newer. So this Arduino IDE 2.3.2, let's gonna click it off, and I'm just gonna download it off. Just download. And now you'll be able to see that our download is being our exe file is being downloaded over here. So let's wait until it's finished downloading. Okay, it's done. Now the next important thing is that let's go and open up the folder in which it has been downloaded. Now just double click it, and its Arduino ID setup is over here. Let's close up everything. Okay, so Arduino ID setup is over here. Now click on I agree. Then click only for me user. Then click install. And so now you will be able to see that our Arduino IDE is being installed. Let's wait until it's being installed. Okay guys, so it's over here. Now I'm gonna just disable this option and click finish. Now over here you'll be able to see that our Arduino IDE has been successfully installed. Now the next thing is, let's go ahead and open it off. Okay guys, now it's time to open the Arduino IDE. Just click it off, and now we'll be able to see our Arduino IDE opening up. Now over here, the thing is that okay, now close up everything, and this is the main thing, that is the void setup, that is the setup function in which it will only run once. Then we have the void loop. It will run multiple times by for loop, for example blink the LED. So that's the thing. Now before going to that, click on file, go to preferences, and over here you'll be able to see an option known as additional board managers. Click over here, and now press enter. And now let's go to Chrome or any browser. Now let's try for ESP32 link Arduino. So this link is very important. Okay, let's go over there and let's take up the link for that. Okay, so this is a link, and I just copy it off. And thanks to randomnerdtutorials.com, I will specify their name also in the description below. And now the next thing is, let's go over here and just paste it out there. And now we will be able to install and download the ESP32 boards into our PC, so that we can use those boards for programming or setting up our board, our ESP32 S3. Now click on OK, and now after that click OK. Now that's done. Now we're able to see that downloading. Okay, that's done. Now go to tools, and inside board, click board manager. Inside board manager, type here ESP32. Then install this one, ESP32 by Expressive Systems. So currently I have already installed, and now the next thing is, go to tools and click on the board and go to ESP32, and inside that, in the top part, you'll be able to see ESP32 S3 DEV module. Click over there, and now the next important thing that we're gonna do is to connect our ESP32 S3 DEV module into our PC by using a C port USB cable. So for that, let's just plug in our USB cable into our PC. Okay, done. Now let's connect the other end of the wire to our ESP32 S3. Okay, and after you connect the ESP32 S3, you'll be able to see a red color, red LED blinking, like showing the power has been activated. Now let's go and start programming. And also before that, by going to device manager and inside the port com and LPD, you will be able to see that our ESP32 device has been successfully detected by our system. So that's good. Now close up everything, and now it's time for coding. So this coding process, first of all, I'll be showing you a simple program, like how to bring an LED using this board. So let's starting it. So first of all, go inside the void setup, and inside the void setup, you have to see put your setup code here, which means the code which has written inside the setup function will be only running once, but the code which are present inside the void loop will run many times until you stop or remove the power supply from the board. So that's the technique. Now let's go ahead and start coding. So inside the setup, let's go ahead and set up your type as pin mode. And so this pin mode function is mainly used to set a pin mode, like whether the specified GPIO pin is set to output or an input. So currently I'm gonna um I give the LED to pin number 10. So, and as you know, LED does not give an input to the board, and only the board is giving the instructions to the LED. So it's output. So output. Then be then don't forget to put a semicolon before it. As you know, is it is based on the C++ programming, and also JavaScript, Java, etc. are also using this semicolon. So after that is done, now let's go ahead and use a function known as digital write. Digital write. So this digital write function is used to write like binary, like 0 1 into our pin number. We will be using high low functions to make it right. So first of all, I'm going to specify the pin number. Then we need to specify whether we will turn it on or off. First of all, let it turn on. Then we can use a delay of like about 500 milliseconds. 500 milliseconds. Then let's turn the LED off. Digital right. Then oh, and now after that delay 100. Sorry, 500. So that's done. Now the next thing is, let's after this is done, make sure you have choose the board correctly, and now it's time to choose the board. Now click the content. So if you're choosing this, both are correct, but this I think this is more faster. So I want to go with content. That is the USB-C advanced, enhanced USB port. Now after that is chosen, go ahead and click the upload button. Now it's compiling. So the compilation process is being taken up, and it is done by our PC itself, and there is no need to worry based on our microcontroller. It is doing by its own. Okay, let's wait. Okay guys, so now like here I have taken an LED. The yellow part is negative, and the other one is with the resistor is at the positive port. Now the white is positive and the other one is negative. Now take our ESP32 S3 board, and that's over here. Now here you'll be able to see IO10 and ground. Now the positive part, that is the white, should go onto GPIO10. Other one should go inside the ground port. Okay. Now after that is done, you'll be able to see that our LED is blinking with a delay of 500 milliseconds each after that. So now our code is working successfully. It is done, and we are happy with it. Now our next target is that is because here lose contact. I forgot to buy the GPI header pins, which is sorry for that. I'll buy in the next video. So now it's working. A bit of loose contact is there, no worry. Now it's working properly and it's blinking perfectly. Now our next target is to make a web server and connect this mini board to Wi-Fi and make it turn on or off this LED. So I hope it is a good idea. Okay, now let's dive into that idea. Working. A bit of loose contact is there, no worry. Now it's working properly and it's blinking perfectly. Now our next target is to make a web server and connect this mini board to Wi-Fi and make it turn on or off this LED. So I hope it is a good idea. Okay, now let's dive into that idea. Make a web server using our mini ESP32 S3 and turn on and off our LED. Okay, so that's the idea behind it. So first of all, we should uh, write some codes. So remove everything, Control A and press delete. That's it. Now the next thing is let's go ahead and include our Wi-Fi.h. So that Wi-Fi.h. Okay, so Wi-Fi.h. Now the next thing is let's include web server. Include web server. So now we have included both our required header files into our program. Now the next thing is we should take out the password and SSID of my router, and then we will be connecting to that, and then we will be writing some HTML codes, and then we will be writing a bit of JavaScript also, so that when we press the button it will act upon that function. Okay, let's do that up. So for that, first of all, let's go ahead and create a constant character. That is constant, sorry, not there, down. That is constant character. So first one is SSID, and here you will be providing your SSID of your router, and then the next thing is const char password of your router. Done. Now the next thing is we are connecting our pin to a GPIO pin 10. So it should also be a constant integer. So constant integer pin. We are connecting our pin to GPIO 10. So our variable assignments are ready. Now let's activate our web server. That is web server and to port 80. So server activation is completed. Now the next thing is we should create some functions to handle the root and to handle the binary, that is 0 1, that is true false, that is high and low, that is the LED. When you press the on button it should set it to high, and when we press the off button it should set it to low. It's like that. So next thing is create one known as void handle root. So this is a function, and we will be specifying the handling of root inside this function. So first of all, let's create a string known as HTML. String HTML, and we will be specifying our HTML codes inside this one. So let's start coding our HTML. That is first of all our HTML tag, then comes our body tag. After that, let's go ahead and add the next line of our HTML. I think let's copy it off so that we don't need to type it every time. Now the next thing is let's create an HTML tag, that is heading tag. This is ESP32 S3 and H1. That's a closing tag. And then the next thing is let's go ahead and add the buttons. There should be 2 buttons and also the alternate functions, so that we can connect that to JavaScript and some functions in JavaScript which will let us turn on and off our LED. So the next thing is let's go ahead and type button, that is button tag, button, and type on click. So by pressing that button, then the HTML will passing that to a function. Let the function be toggle light, toggle LED. So toggle LED. For that, put like this so that it won't mismatch with the apostrophes. Then on click toggle light. Then inside this, we'll be passing our on and off things. So on, the first button is meant for turning on and off. For turning on the LED. Then let's close it off, and now let's pass in. So this thing, right? This word on will be displayed on the button. Now let's close out the button tag. Done. Now the next thing is, let's go ahead and add the next thing, that is next button, that is button on click. Let's toggle light. Let's set that to the function of off. Let's turn off the LED, then close the button tag, and that's it. Done. Guys, over here I forgot to put this guy here also. Okay, done. Now let's go ahead and add a bit of JavaScript. Okay, no worry, it's simple. First of all, go ahead and type in the script tag so that we can add JavaScript to our HTML. So after adding script, and like JavaScript sake, we will be using the tag script. For CSS, we will be using this tag style. So now the next thing is, let's go ahead and type HTML, and let's create a function inside JavaScript. The function name is toggle light. Toggle uh, light. Toggle light, and let's be like you. And then that's it. Now let's go to the next line. So over here, the next thing is, we should create a variable. Let it be variable XML. So inside here, we will be creating a new object like XML HTTP request. Okay. So that like we will be requesting the HTTP for XML. Then XML HTTP request. And now let's close the parenthesis. And also, as you know, it's JavaScript. Put a semicolon over here and outside. It's also applicable to CSS. Now after that is done, next thing is, let's open up our XML to open, and let's get the new tutorial. Okay, done. Now next thing is, let's send in our XML, that is XML.send. Done. Now after that is done, now let's close this using a curly braces. So now let's close out our script, that is by closing our script block. Now let's go ahead and close our body tag as well as our HTML tag. Done. That's it. Now the next thing is, we will be using our server. This one. We are using our server to send this HTML, that is server dot send. We'll be sending our HTML to the server. So send 200 code 200, and the text is HTML. Okay, and the text is HTML, like text, and after text you will be specifying what kind of text you want to send. If you want text, if you want to pass in a plain text, you can just type in as text plain, and after that you can put an apostrophe and type in what you want. But over here you're gonna pass in HTML, so HTML, and now pass in the HTML. That is, this HTML is a string over here. That is this entire thing. We'll be passing this entire thing, and the server will be sending that 200 code and the text HTML, and that's it. So our first function is over. Now in the next function, that is let's handle on. That is void handle on. void handle on. So here let's pass in digital. Right, let's write in our pin. Our pin as ESP32 S3. Let's set that to high, which means it will turn on the LED. Now let's handle void handle off. Let's turn off our LED light pin to low. Done. The next thing that we're gonna do is to like our custom functions are over. Now let's go to setup. Void setup. The first important thing is to begin the serial, which is used for printing statements. So serial dot begin, and let the baud rate be 115200. So the so I'm gonna begin the serial with a baud rate of 115200. Now the next thing is begin our Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi dot begin. Let's begin it with our SSID as well as password. SSID and password. Now our Wi-Fi is also activated. Now we should check whether our Wi-Fi is connected or not. For that, let's start in a if function. So if Wi-Fi dot setup, Wi-Fi setup, that is if Wi-Fi setup, I think it's status, yeah, sorry, status, extremely sorry, is status. So if the Wi-Fi status is not connected, the Wi-Fi status is not connected, then we should print, like, so printing we will be using a serial. So let's print like a dot, okay, like it will show like connecting. Then let's make a delay of 10 milliseconds. So that's it. Now after connecting, we will print serial dot print line connected. Now after that, so now we need IP address to connect to our web server. So from other PC. So we need to know our local IP. So serial dot print line. Let's use our Wi-Fi dot local IP. So this will pass in our this will give our local IP to the serial print line function. Now after that is done, now the next thing is we should specify the pin mode of our LED. So pin mode is 10 and let's send to output. Now digital light, let's pass in 10 and let the default be low. That's when we start the program, the LED should be turned off, so low. Now the next thing is let's go ahead and okay, now it's time to activate our server. Like go on and set up our server. So server dot on, that's the root. So root, and let's pass in the handle root. So this will activate our HTML things. Handle root, yeah, handle root. So it will handle our HTML things. Now let's go to server dot on. So this thing is this thing. Okay. So after that's done, over here let's pass in handle on. Handle on. And now next thing is server dot on. The next thing is off. Sorry, off. Here you need to see off. Okay. Done. Now the next thing is just passing our handle off. Handle off. Okay, handle off is done. Now let's pass in the semicolon and let's begin our server. Server dot begin. Now the next sorry. Okay, done. Now after that's done, let's go ahead and make a loop. Void loop. We're using our server to handle our client. So handle client. That's it. So our code is ready. I think everything is done. I don't know whether it will show any other. I just typed. Now let's go ahead and upload our code and make sure you just selected and the port. The COM port is ready to be activated. And okay. Yeah. Okay, let's wait for it. It's compiling the sketch. I think it's taking some time to compile. Let's wait until it compiles. Oh guys, wait. No, forgot one thing. I forgot to specify the SSID and password. Okay guys, so now you will be able to see that our LED is being connected, and now let's press in our on and off buttons. So now I have just pressed the on button, and nothing is working. Let's press it again, and now the on button, the off button, on, off, on, off, on, on, off, on, off. Alright, super. So this is connected to internet and not to my computer. Like, yeah, it's supplied to the power supply, and then it's working successfully. Now, thing is that if you notice, our HTML, like this web page, is so boring, and then
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You
guys, now we hover it over. Now I think that's perfect. Now it's time to connect our LED and check it over. Finally, we are done with it. Let's go ahead and connect the LED and check it off. Okay guys, now I have connected that to GPIO10 with the ground off pin of the netty pin to the LED to the ESP32 S3. Now it's time to press the on button inside the website, and now you are able to see that it's working perfectly with our self server with no delay at all. Like, it's working like so fast enough. Guys, it's so perfect. So I hope you guys like the video and it's working perfectly. If you want the codes of this, I will send it, and if you want to buy this microcontroller board, I will put the link in description below, and so you can buy that perfectly by using the roboting link. And also I'm thanking our nerd tutorials for giving the link to flash the, like, set up the ESP32 S3 and that's it for today, and I hope you enjoy the video, and please try, if you want you can try it at home, and it's so amazing and you can improve your skill at IoT. And in the next video I'll be coming with a special video like of this, like a programming video. And hope you guys like this video, and hope this helped you a lot. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.